Recording in progress.
Slide. This week. Okay, so yeah, the start of this week was about the 10th. That was the start of this week. Now, structure-wise, we're bullish. Okay, we can see we're bullish on the intraday, we're bullish on the lower time frame. There was this break here though, so there was this lower time frame break, okay, but this was essentially like the slingshot that caused this break here. So essentially this is what was holding that. So there was like there was a small trade in here that was lower time frame. However, this was counter trend. Okay, so you can back test that for yourself, but this is not something I am looking at. So I'm going to move on very quickly to the next one, which is AU. Okay, now AU, we was looking at this one last week. We were looking at this sell here, giving us that push down. Now we did talk about this last time, but when we dropped down, so there's the 9th, somewhere there, right? So you can see this is a low that pushed in that high after breaking this. Then this high got this high here. So this is the low that is maintaining. Now within this is the extreme and this is the slingshot. And we can see price traded into that. Not only did it do that, but it also came in. So let me just put that down like this. The only thing is this is order flow, right? Order flow. And this one is the last week, just before the market closed, we could see this accumulation in here. Right, it was clean. And down to 45 minutes. Okay, we could see the accumulation forming in here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 drive this whole thing here being the spring. And then what did we get after that? This was the low. Price created this new low here. And then from there we created this. So even if you were looking at this or you were looking at the high of this, we've eventually got the break. Okay, now can load it up in here. I was also, yeah, there you go. So I was also looking at the same. I was also looking at the same thing, but I was looking much lower. Okay, I was looking, somewhere down here whereas this price tapped into here. So when we look which I was looking at as well. Now if we look at the whole of this, the whole move down, 50%, this is what price coming into. Trading started. So we got Frankfurt brought down, the high, sub the Asian low. Then we've got New York open, and then we can see there's the 50% now. As I said, I wasn't looking at that, but even if you had something like that here, 17 pips, and then you was looking for, as I said, we're looking for a minimum 10 to 1, which is there's your 10 to 1 there. Okay. So this was the only entry that the price gave. Now you could have played about with it, like you could have done one stop loss here, for example, and then the second half risk on this one, and then half risk, for example, on here, or 80%, for example, and then you could have done that. Say you did just on one, and then you went like that. What happened afterwards? Okay, so there you go. We've got a booth once again within the schematic here. And then we're looking for price to at least come up and make this sort of new high here. But as I said, our 10 to 1 is sitting somewhere there. I don't know if we do get it, but the high was a 9.5 to 1. And then our price just retraced back fairly quickly. So this was a 9. So again, we're bullish comes through. We're bullish, we're bullish comes through. So I guess we could have just been to an order flow. and then upper one again. This made the slingshot here. Again, not clear, not something that I would play off from. So we're just moving on from that. EURJPY again, that one I haven't really paid attention to it, but there's your 10 there. So I guess, you know, we broke this little order flow here, and the market opening 10th here in that push. Some sort of pull back into this, I guess you could have looked at. Okay, and then here we've got another do and try to come back into it. So this was, as I said, this is counter turn, but let's look at it, right? We can look at it, and I'm not gonna mark it up. I'm not gonna add it up. So we got there, we should look at here. First breaking, and then this is when the market open. Okay, that's looking this video there as well. So this been kind of interest number one, and this been kind of interest number two. When we look at the mirror, look at that, look at we can see that's not the spot, right? Okay, if I was in, you could have done it from the 88, or you could have done it from the 8%. You could have do right from there, and stuff like that. And then again, this is just the same. Okay. So those are some things in this one. I would say compensate. Because we just keep on this is the view. Look at it. Your USD is another one for the forward. So that one is still in the money. This one, and so that one, and there. This will have what you can see. This area has a situation. This is a this is the shape of this is look at this here, so you can see the excavation that we do this side looks like that. That was last week. Then here this is a more open. For me, I don't really see an opportunity. So nothing is really good. Maybe this is the first this is great to have DJ now again very similar to EJ as well. Because we have a lower time frame. So again, same thing here, right? The previous time through, that there was this break here, and then type this distribute of mechanism that so then very, very shortly, and then we could see another distribution. And we have Asian distribution for the different history. Very good. Up in the SC here. We could see the lows and the highs will be maintained. So this is what was holding it. I needed this to break for us to enter for a sell. But then eventually price just left. We came down. We can see the distribution here. And then unfortunately, boom, price went pulled the back. Is this trade? Is the accumulation? Both will be net accumulation price break, and then you can see price backing into this. Nothing that I would have taken, but there was obviously this opportunity, and this might be the 50% of that. Could very well be. So the whole move. Yeah, there you go. So there's the 50% of that. Now do we get some sort of accumulation within there? So we get the drop here. Not so much of a clean accumulation, but this will be the last point that we'll be looking to trade. Nope, and then price just left. Okay, this area I'm not looking at anymore now. And then price tapped into the supply. We've got a booth. We've got this booth. For 1, 2 high so far. So let's see what happens. And then we can see the clear change of order flow, right? Now for me, this is what's maintaining that order flow because we broke this. So any sort of pullback, we can look for that. Nope, okay, we haven't got that. So GU, not so much, just like EU as well, nothing much. I know some people were looking there. I guess, you could have looked for this. For example, like we've got that break, and then you could have looked for this area in here. So let's look at that. Okay, so there's the 88.8, there's the 80%. So let's just say you went along with the 80%. and then your stop shouldn't be more than this. So right now, is that okay? This is where price is right now. But you would be sitting at 81. If you went along with that 88.8, there's your 15 to 1, I guess. And you could see right bang on it came into it. Okay, now let's see if you could see. Hold on, let me do that. Then now, yeah, so there's more confidence on that 80, and then there's your stop. So that would have been there. That would have given you 91. Okay, and then this one is pro trend, okay, because your bearish times 3. Right, so that's that one. Okay, cool. Right, let's move on to the next one. So NJ, what did NJ do this week? So we started the week here, 10th. We started the week here. From the start of the week, we could see there was just this low, low, low. Started the week here. So this is what was holding the supply. Again, NJ has just been on the back and like on the bench for me because I don't know what it wants to do. We're still trading order flow, but there was this sell opportunity, which I don't know if it did give a 10 to 1. The sell opportunity being this area here. See, I would have looked at that. This was the UTAD. Okay, we didn't quite get the 80%. Now the stop loss would be too tight, too big for that. Yeah, 50 didn't even give you 10 to 1. So this to me is not even worth it. So just gonna move on. Cool, and you did give something, but depends on obviously how you want to look at it. So this is where so we tapped into intraday slingshot, okay, and we are getting this accumulation. Right, we're getting 1, 2, 3 drive, we've got the boost. So this is what was holding this leg. And then when we got this price here, drop. So this is what we was looking at, right? There's the 10th. So this is when the market opened. This time, which is somewhere around 80%. Which is somewhere around, we're looking around here, right? That's the point of interest that we'll be looking at. Okay, so now we can drop back down and we can look at what's in there. So 7th, so we still need to go to the 10th. So this is the 10th, 2 o'clock. So this is the Monday, I believe. Okay. So the new week has started. Let's see what we do now. Okay, so we made a new high, which makes this the low, right? So let's see what we get within here. Maybe we can get, so this being the slingshot. Let's see if we can get some sort of accumulation in here to go up higher. Guess I'm looking somewhere in here. Nope, price just went. Okay, price just went. Right, but there were so many other people looking at this area here, okay, because this was the 8, I believe this came up to like 80%. Yeah, so there's your 80%, and then you could have looked at something like this, I guess, just stop loss here, and then your 10 to 1 would have been very, very quickly with that news candle. There's your 10 to 1. As I said, you know, I don't think with my eyes, the way I trade, I don't think I would have caught it, but the market did give the opportunity. Yeah, this one I guess is tricky, but I'm going to be strict and I'm not going to include that one. USD CAD. Okay, so there's the 10th here, 9th, 10th. Okay, so at this point we was trading into the SC, right? And then we haven't traded below this yet. At this point here, I would try to look for an accumulation, but the fact that we've tapped in already, but we failed to keep up with the higher highs, you know, that should just tell you that, okay, full price is looking to go down. So this just overall turned into a big redistro as well. There you go. This is the redistro that broke the lower time frame SC, and then we could see price coming up. We could see price coming up into just this area here. And then just ultimately just go down. Now, what happens? Where do we trade up into? So we've got this area that we're looking at, this whole reaccumulation area. So we tap in, and then seems like we get a bounce. Nothing in terms of entry for me yet. I don't think I'll see anything that I would take. We do get this as New York. We do get a booth, and we do get price coming into New York, fill up the imbalance. But yeah, nothing for me, so I am going to leave this out. There was this, I guess you could look at, you know, this push here, this leg. This would have been the slingshot, and price kind of traded back into it. But we're not, you know, we won't be, because we're still bullish times 2. Okay, so any sales would not be favorable. Cool, so nothing on UCAD, that's cool. USD is one of them. Potentially here that we looked at, but this is the other one that we're potentially on and not. Okay, we're trading at a low confidence short with a few latest within there, full recommendation. 1 dollar, 2 dollar, 3 dollar, 4 dollar, this is the whole strength, high straight to the strength. If you guys can see, there's that here. Accumulation 1 drive, 2 drive, 3 drive, 4 drive. This is the break, and then price goes up. But no need to do that. This is the booth. Okay, and then there you go, price comes down into here, and there's your 10 to 1 sitting right here. Now now I don't think that would be ideal. Only thing is because for me those lows are still intact. Okay, those lows are still intact, so I would have looked for Frankfurt to go down lower, which obviously didn't happen, right? But clean accumulation in here did give us a boost, and then price did come down into here. There were several opportunities. For example, after making this high, we could have looked to trade back up into here, and then that could have also helped you add more to your position. Unfortunately, tried this, haven't really looked at it, so I'm going to delete that. But it was there as well, and then there's that. Now with this, so this is your stop right there. Okay, now as I said, you could have split this, right? You could have done this, and then you could have done this for better R&R. And then this one you would have to delete it, but then give us that. So we're currently sitting at this one. It's a 9 to 1. Okay, cool. All right. So basically, we've got 3 trades. Yeah, 1, 2, 3 trades. All of them. All of them.